to perform the reverse sweep in this series.
FURIA have their eyes set on an A play in this pistol. util coming over now. Sometimes you'll see this, them do this with decoys, but siuhy has blocked this smoke.
Nice.
That is a great block out of siuhy. Double stairs smoke. FURIA are going to be confused when they see that.
Bro, you missed your smokes. Oh, I swear I didn't. Oh, they'll still fight through it though. chelo, no fear, and a re-smoke ready. They even have a flash for the spawn if they want to be rambunctious. Out it goes, but dodged. And MOUZ just getting funneled through this choke.
This is a little awkward. FURIA had a game plan in this pistol with that second smoke. We can revisit it in a second as they look to take it over the line anyway. They're going to deal with the flank, maybe. xertioN just dodges capture, but all his teammates fall like flies. And Brollan will finish the job. See what FURIA like to do there is they'll throw in the smokes over towards jungle and stairs, and then they take CT and they do like that smoke that kind of cuts off the channel for players trying to retake. But Art, with that smoke, had to use it over at jungle after this one gets blocked. So they didn't get to do the pistol round that they wanted to do. You could see them actually starting a group over to CT, and then they realize, well, we've used the smoke already. They have to go back more passive, but they stick to the landing anyway. So FURIA adapt on the fly very nicely there in that pistol.
Yeah, better to just use it, right? Get it down to guarantee that open plant. Full eco for MOUZ, flash over middle.
One god flash for xertioN. Oh dear. Oh my god. Brollan is juggling the guns out of mid. He's terrified. The USPs are closing in. And Jimmy's even found his way onto a Galil, but not for long. Fallen will mop it up. Scared for a moment and then returns triumphant to mop up the pistols. FURIA will stick the landing on this conversion. Looking to see if that gun's anywhere in mid.
Might be something. Galil, perhaps.
Nah, Mac 10.
Ah.
Unlucko.
Robbed.
Galil got picked up by KSCERATO in his rotation. And so, you know, not the best save. But honestly, it's fine. MOUZ are buying up next round anyway. If you're xertioN, I think try do some damage here, get a bit more money. But I'm not xertioN here, so if he doesn't do that, that is my defense.
Sustained. And a sustaining round for FURIA to keep 3 alive. Fallen with some crispy shots.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he plays that perfectly, right? He knows they're going to try pressure mid once that stack's been spotted. He's only passive for the moment that they're taking top middle. And then the moment his teammate's there to join him, he kind of recommits to the mid fights and looks really good for it. Wasn't scared of the USPs, just didn't want to leave anything to chance. But here's the buy back in for MOUZ. Not going to feature that AWP straight away.
Ooh. Okay, chelo gets out behind the boxes. They don't know, and the swing off the flash is perfection. Can he get out with any more? Dodged. chelo needs support. There's great flashes for FURIA in this round. Torshi may grab a kill under, but he wants more there, more where that came from. He might have it as well. Out behind the smoke. Under's cleared. Bomb trapped. Torshi can get out now if he wants. Does he want to risk it? Support from Jimpat finds another kill. Does get caught in that Molotov though. 2 on 3. Low players spammed through the smoke. Big round from chelo nonetheless. 3 kills and this one's dead. Unless... through he goes.
toshi. Oh, there we go. Spidey senses were tingling, and he's going to deal with Art out through middle. Quite the turnaround there from MOUZ. They were on the back foot for a little while, but toshi picks up the pieces over in mid.
Yeah, that was crazy. 5v3 off of chelo, getting flashed into those 2 mid engagements. Still MOUZ just send themselves back up mid with a vengeance. Even if it feels like there are some overcommitments there, they still win the round.
FURIA need KSCERATO. Like, that round there, it's, you know, he's just kind of playing on intuition, on a feeling that the B site, there's going to be some space for him. I can forgive that one. But he was the quiet player on Vertigo. You weren't talking about him a lot over in the first map of Nuke either. And so, this has to be the one where he kind of rises above it all. siuhy full blind. Oh, right up in his face with the back 10. Love that. Brollan going up and over at Ticket, but it's just the one and done as chelo trades that out, and now xertioN trying to make a play will get denied. KSCERATO is on the board. And just Jimmy left. Slippery Jim. But that nade finds him. And chelo will hound him down, so FURIA straight back to their winning ways with a damn near flawless round. 4 alive. They'll take that every day.
I pose this as, you know, it's the map MOUZ beat siuhy. They've got a great track record. They're going to be comfortable. It goes both ways, right? Like, FURIA beat Liquid on this map of the RMR in that BO1. They took down ENCE, of course, a little wounded at the major. It's not been the most frequent map for FURIA since that point, but it's still one they've got plenty of experience on. I mean, it's Mirage, man. Need I say more?
How do USPs always look so threatening when MOUZ are using them? Even now, look at this little silent conga line. Are you looking at it?
I'm looking. But it ain't going nowhere, Harry. If you're going to waltz into that B-bomb site... Oh no, Brollan with the spawn. Oh, sorry guys, I went up top. I gotta go to the back now. That's a shame, guys. Now I'm baiting.
He's ended up back at the front again. Hold your horses,
I'm only kidding. There's a gun in middle.
They're gonna grab that.
They might actually get timed really badly.
Yuri, they just checked con for him. Oh dear. That one's free. FURIA will get into the B site in the meantime, but getting out of the round with 2 guns, that's pretty nifty already. MOUZ might want more than that, though. They're going to send in these pistols, see if anything else is offered up from FURIA.
Barely winnable.
A USP round that runs the risk of getting out of hand. chelo tucked in at the back of the bench. util coming out now as well. They've scavenged everything they can from FURIA's bodies in this pistol round, but chelo, safe pair of hands to have in over at bench. Safe pair of hands, looking to take this one home for FURIA, and chelo will do exactly that. Woo!
Course.
And damn, does he let them know about it.
Yeah, 4 kills from chelo. He's had a 6 start to the game. That molly misses. If that bounces correctly and goes bench, chelo's in a world of trouble, but it stops in the corner of the site. Could have actually been the round winner, or at least get the ball rolling instead. Surface is flat. That ball's just stuck. Orp out for Art. Fallen boosts him. They trade back. I was going to say, who is the AWPer here? I'm not talking about Cloud9.
Look at me. I am the AWPer now. No, just off of spawns. And a bit of a B-lean for FURIA. Once again, they're looking for this mid-control a little later. Fallen, donning that big green, takes it over to mid. Art, this is a very passive hold of any aggression in through Palace or ramp. But MOUZ aren't in a position to go for that. Instead, they want to fight for middle. They're not on the extremities yet. Run boost.
Ooh.
Beautifully done. Very clean with it. Fallen's not able to hit the ground in time to deal with that player back in connector.
xertioN's playing very patient in ladder right now.
He's facing off against an informed chelo here. An in-tune chelo. The most terrifying kind, but xertioN will deal with him. And there's a bit of support from his friend. siuhy keeps the advantage in favor of MOUZ. Smoke blowing open, Yuri dead. Fallen will come in with a trade, at least 2 kills off of Fallen's AWP. Bomb lost over at Catwalk, so as Fallen goes further afield here, he won't be in position to grab that bomb, and that means FURIA are not attempting this round. They'll let it sail on by the wayside as MOUZ will collect a second when those rifles make another appearance.
Fallen's had some great AWP rounds in this series. This is another one. It does fall on dead ears, but back on Nuke, he was a terror with it on the T side. Didn't even really matter on CT half, but certainly got it done on the offense. So MOUZ went around. Comes at a cost, but they force FURIA's save.
Yeah, MOUZ are in a really good spot to try and tie this game up and lay any early worries to rest. You know, conversely, FURIA could look to break through MOUZ's money as well. But it matters a lot to MOUZ to stop FURIA getting off to a hot start here and now. And they could do that. With the save in that last round, FURIA's money is at breaking point. So if they go out through lower, that first duel matters a hell of a lot. And even though they get the trade, they're not ready for Torchy. Posted in the ladder room, keeping that lead in MOUZ's favor in this one, and sending the bomb away. chelo can't really dedicate to the save with that, to the trade with that bomb on his back. And so he'll have to commit to the long rotate all the way back around to his teammates in at ramp. And even if they get out into A, will they be ready for xertioN all the way push through Palace?
Right now it feels like a B play.
He could even catch the bomb as it rotates back.
Oh, he might. It does feel like a B play. I don't know if he'll flank ramp unless they make noise, right? He's going to kill the bomb right here in spawn. It's the last thing you're expecting. chelo gets a second chance. xertioN now playing in towards the ramp, and they've got the info. Brollan confirms it, killing KSCERATO. They're ready for one more. xertioN buying time. Fallen kind of has to come back at this point. chelo's on his own. xertioN not ready for the orb, but he gets a chance off the reload.
Oh, no.
Fallen, another missed shot. This is getting ugly now. xertioN's just playing with his food. He chows down and takes that AWP and the round. Nothing chelo can do in this position. Even though he wasn't ready for another man at ramp, it mattered not. He's just happy to be here.
And that is one of the rounds that many are describing as played at IEM Chengdu, right? Like, that is a bit of an ugly one. We were just singing Fallen's praise on the AWP. Had more than enough chances there to deal with xertioN and keep the dream alive. They just couldn't get a beat on him. And xertioN goes on to completely rob FURIA of any hope here. They are broke. Art's been tossed a hero AK. That one just leaves a bad taste in your mouth if you're FURIA.
Yeah. Like batteries.
Sure. That's, I guess, the go-to bad tasting food. Not a food, by the way.
Don't eat them. Batteries. Yep. True.
We covered all the legal bases there, so here we are. Art out through lower. That hero gun needs to sing for FURIA.
Ooh, they're everywhere.
They are all around him. Gotta pick a target, and isn't able to adjust on his siuhy in time. His teammates swoop in and swiftly deal with the mid-aggro, and this round falls on deaf ears. There's that tie game you were promised after winning the round prior. 3 in a row now for MOUZ. They are picking up steam. They are building momentum.
And FURIA's first time out is called as well. MOUZ not afraid to fight them in the middle with how many late mid-takes FURIA have been doing. They'll still have players ready to swing window and cat together. They've been utilizing ladder a lot. Haven't even really seen this AWP make a claim to the game on CT side, but Torchy will have his here. Sounds like a mid take for MOUZ.
Yeah, they're looking to really drive home the advantage, right? Start trying to chip away at the room that FURIA can have. But if that is the case, I'll never meet them there. FURIA have their eyes set on the A play. Another one of these execs looking to come through. Torshi posted with his AW. Sees an arm, takes a leg, chelo dead, and Brollan will now join him in the kill feed. That advantage sternly taken by MOUZ. No resistance yet from FURIA as KSCERATO tries to leap in. Hang on.
Hello.
Hello, he's default. Brollan's right here. Brollan's right here. KSCERATO shot in the back. Didn't know where Brollan got to, and that cost them dearly. It's only Fallen left. And Jimmy is here.
Good job, Lude. Nice, Jimmy. Nice.
Jimmy the Beast comes through to take the lead for MOUZ. 4 in a row as they keep streaking them together, and for FURIA, they're left once again with no money, feeling like this game is starting to get away from them. That initial 4-1 lead, how good it felt for FURIA.
Really good supporting flashes the whole way. Sure, they blind Brollan for a moment, but that goes both ways. KSCERATO also his smoke makes it a bit of a fake, and hiding out of the backside. Just getting rained down death. Torshi's off, dying in the Molotov, or maybe not. He smokes it after his second. This guy will not give them a chance. Maybe he'll need to now on 9.
And this would be crazy. Like, if Torshi suddenly goes back to map 1, Torshi 4.
Yeah.
Like, that should be over. There should be no accounting for that. Everyone kind of thought he was spent, you know. Hasn't really been a name you had to look to all too much since the conclusion of Nuke, but suddenly arriving on the scene in a very big way. That AWP presence is felt from FURIA, and it leaves them hurting. It leaves them wanting. Yuri even just whittled down. Nothing's going his way. And so MOUZ look to extend this lead even further versus the kind of mishmash half-buy that FURIA bring to the table here. At bare minimum, their loss bonus is capped out now, so every round you're going to have something to work with, something to fight with.
That's crept through, but Jimmy is always aware. He's not going to fall for that one. 6-4. Full control right now for MOUZ. Another clean round on this CT side. And the question is posed to FURIA, do they have anything left on this T side? It's been difficult T halves today. Fallen's up, back out, quiet.
I mean, last time Torshi was playing well on his AWP, that pumped Fallen up and made him go even harder, made him hit even cleaner. And so maybe this is no exception, as he will respond, equalizing it up with that AWP in middle.
An AWP off right now. Show the scopes. xertioN's going to flank this. I mean, they have double A, and he's going to hear them rotate through spawn as well. So they're in trouble. FURIA getting locked in. Don't need to commit on ramp with this flank coming in. So Brollan's going to
that now, right? Like,
pull back, let Torshi stay on the angle, get a shot. Nice play.
Oh, there he
Brollan.
is.
Brollan, even a kill might do enough here. The running, when will he cut noise? He might get heard. Brollan hiding in the middle of the site, and the flank is right behind.
Oh dear. Oh, just turns. Just turns. He felt like something was wrong. It felt too free. It felt too easy. And he was right in that. Fallen stepping up to the plate, and now just Brollan left up against it all. Boxed into a corner. Missed shot from Fallen. No! Brollan looking to do it, and it takes Fallen to shut him down.
Oh my god, the Glock is Harry. To the Glock! How many AWP shots? He hits every single one until Brollan's alone, and then he just can't close the gap. Very nice try for Brollan. He has just been a delight to watch in this team, dude. His time on NIP does not count. He is redeemed. And he has had some incredible rounds in the MOUZ jersey. Felt like a risk, but after seeing him in just a new revitalized roster, looks like a different player entirely. One thing you cannot take away from MOUZ is the atmosphere of this roster. Enviable. You can't force friendship. Okay, FURIA. Last ditch attempt here. They get out with the round, it comes at a cost, and now they have 2 MAC-10s to show for it. Siuhy crossing before the fade. And again, it's always been window ladder. They've got this double punch, good flash, and they finish it as well. Stuck out under. Oh, he gets a spot, but there's so many CTs here to contain.
Look at this madness, going back in with the P250.
They feel confident.
And big damage done on the back of it. xertioN's even keen to get involved. Everyone from MOUZ is just swarming middle. FURIA, you want this space? Fine. But you're going to have to fight us for it. And FURIA, well, not up to that task, not up to that challenge. Brollan in with a double kill. Sure, they've mollied siuhy out from the window, but the problem only just beginning as they retrieve this bomb. It's a 2v5 attempt for FURIA, and cleanly done for the captain. Rounds out a convincing CT half for MOUZ in the 3rd and final map of this series.
MOUZ have come crawling through a hole in the wall, and they are only rounds away from the playoffs of IEM Chengdu here in China. It's been a long road to recovery, a reverse sweep in fact, through overtimes and a 10-2 comeback, but MOUZ now sit in pole position. FURIA, with their star silent, relying on the old legend of Fallen and the hype man of chelo, they need something special potential on this CT side if they're going to make this map interesting.
Yeah, I think that's their biggest issue right now. It's like when you look down the line for MOUZ, there's not really a weak link. No one's been struggling here in this third map, but for FURIA, you are relying on individuals. You are relying on heroics, namely from those names that you just put forth, Fallen and chelo. KSCERATO has been absent throughout this series.
Yeah.
And so if I keep wanting to say if there was ever a time to recover, it's now, but I'm kind of running out of times to give that to him. He might never even get started here. Art dead over in Con. Yuri and chelo fall around him.
Peace.
And KSCERATO is brushed aside. A flawless pistol round. Look at it come through for MOUZ. Fallen, of course. We'll get one back the other way, but it's as clean as you like. MOUZ are not messing around. They continue that streak of success they were able to find in the first half with a pistol under their belts now. They are surging towards the finish line and towards the playoffs.
Yeah, and for a moment it felt like FURIA were about to make their first playoffs in a year at a big event since Rio, and now that narrative is losing steam second by second, round by round, as MOUZ reach what feels rightly theirs. A team that desperately wants and needs more playoff experience to see what the ceiling of this team will be on the stage, where they can get over their issues they've had in the top 8s. Well, this will put them firmly in the top 6 with a chance for top 4. The numbers looking good. MOUZ run it again into the A side. There is no resistance. There are no smokes down. MOUZ want these fights.
FURIA aren't even in a mood to try and give it to them. Not anymore. Not in the 3v5. Art just hiding out, cowering in this little corner. Torshi has a beat on this, and he's got teammates nearby to help him, but not even needed. Last bullet finds Art. And with that, MOUZ don't just stick the landing on the conversions, but they beat back this force buy, and that's going to tee them up to lock in double digits here before the rifles come out for FURIA. Meaning, realistically, FURIA have got one real opportunity to try and put a stop to this.
Yeah. In my head, I want to say, oh, but it was a similar story on Vertigo, but it doesn't feel like that destiny is here in map 3. It feels like FURIA's tank is running dry, running on fumes, running on empty. 2 deagles and USPs close. Not going to have a lot, that's for sure, on FURIA.
I mean, right now, you know, MOUZ, they're just telling themselves that they deserve this. These are the men I trust. They, from top to bottom, looking very switched on. It's not down to heroics. It's not down to Hail Marys. It's still very put together at the end of a long old day. Fallen, KSCERATO, hang on a second.
Break.
Couple of kills back their way. This isn't a round that we should be getting excited about, but there's a lot of intrigue on it now. Torshi so low as he swings out in top mid.
Any other pistol.
Lucky to still be alive. xertioN trying to alleviate the problems, but KSCERATO dealt with. There's still more to do here, but he's at least carved a path out through middle, securing this line.
Oh!
Even mopping up Art as he dances around in the air. Yuri tries to do it with the deagle, and now both remaining players are low. There's a very real chance for Yuri. From nowhere with pistols and no hope, FURIA might be able to hold on. There's one more man left to find. xertioN creeps in. Up through the short side. Will this be the round that gives FURIA their second wind, or does xertioN somehow tear it all away? Right as the curtain is closing, it's just chelo left to beat. Final serenade, and chelo is locked out of it. xertioN, 4 kills in the round, and he saves MOUZ's bacon with that one there. He can't believe that it even takes that level of heroics, but he steps up to the mark. For FURIA, that was looking like a serious way back in, but it gets controlled, it gets contained, And so FURIA are left with this buy to try and make their final stand.
Devastating way to lose it there. I think Yuri thought that he'd gone wide on Cat after he heard the gun drop. But that was just a quick swap out. He swings in. And then that molly is perfect. Great round for xertioN. Never supposed to be that difficult anyway, but a 4K comes through. And MOUZ put double digits in rightly on the board. 3 more for the playoffs and for a day off as well before their seeding match. I call it seeding. I mean, it's so much more than that. Skipping a whole round of the playoffs. Getting a whole extra day of prac and prep. And maybe pandas.
It's essentially a day that leaves you 1 BO3 away from a grand final appearance if you're able to win it.
Yeah. MOUZ has been in those positions before, namely at Sydney. Fallen, missed shot on the cross. Low. Oh dear. Yeah, okay, that's nice. FURIA holds strong. 3 kills in an instant. Suddenly it's just Yimpan. Don't count him out, but there's too many targets. And KSCERATO comes through with a multi-kill. About time. 3 from him. But as we've said, silent all series when FURIA needed him most.
He's doubled his kill count with that 1 round, right? Like, that's the level you're having to deal with here. But if KSCERATO can build up now, who knows? I mean, I don't have to do it. Look what he just did. It was lovely. It was a great sequence, like a classic KSCERATO sequence at that. Fallen's been firing on all cylinders all damn day. Someone help this guy out.
Yeah, true. Fallen has not been bad. Ouch. What an AWP picking B. Brollan on a little lurk. Torshi deciding against it. Maybe rightly so. We have double AWP for FURIA, a bit of a classic. Double AWP and Art is not running it. Worth noting.
But this one, you know, it's positional.
Sure.
chelo leans over towards B, so he gets to don that secondary AWP. Hey, if FURIA had their way, they'd have 3 of them in play right now.
They keep saving.
They go.
Smoke is not ideal. Bounces
That's
awkwardly.
yeah. That's one of the smokes, one of the options. Not one that anyone's ever looked to use before.
I like the KSCERATO
Torshi,
challenging. Yeah.
literally no idea that that was a possibility, and you can't really blame the guy. Probably heard that Com was smoked and then gets shot in the back. xertioN dead over in window as well. The wheels falling off the wagon for MOUZ. It's left with this B play, and in doing so, they've got to get past the chelo AW.
Peace. He hits his. He hits another, and he's not allowing any bomb plant. It's stuck as chelo finds all 3. Oh, I can hear that across the hall. That is a loud old scream. A final injection of energy into FURIA near the end of this match. And maybe, Harry, just maybe, there is a reason to believe. We've seen FURIA pull an unwinnable comeback all the way back from 10-2.
I mean, also, that's back-to-back flawless rounds with now the Glock round coming up,
so
right?
You're saying triple AWP?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, you know, for FURIA, this is huge. Like, one of the big issues that they've had is, you know, that they'll go on these streaks and things are looking good, but then a couple of awkward losses down the stretch, and it's like they're playing the last round on essentially a force buy, right? They're looking to dodge all that now. They're looking to keep these AWPs coming out. They're going to keep Fallen fed. They're going to keep him with his weapon of choice, the one he's dominated with throughout the series. chelo not missing a beat on this second AWP either. And he'll screen you down every time they win a round at this point. KSCERATO there to close as he's also starting to rise up the scoreboard.
Respect. Big man Fallen doesn't rotate off A, stops that bomb from coming out of Palace. That was all a fake out. I like what MOUZ did there, actually. They dropped under with 4 Glocks, and then they went back to B, and that actually pulled FURIA out of position on the B side. They went for a mid setup, and they put a cat player to watch under. Sure, they're still watching B, but it just means that MOUZ get more room on that B bomb site to sell that fake. The whole intention of the round is to draw Fallen out of A so they can plant. He doesn't move anyway. but it gets MOUZ some more room. It's a nice idea. I'm sure it worked in Prague. Forlorn won't fall for it. He's been the most dependable in this series for sure. 10-8. Gap is not that big, and money is building out of control for FURIA. So I don't know.
Hey man, this would be major props to FURIA if they're able to have to come back not once but twice across the series. And sure, they're locked out of the one on Vertigo, but it was insane that it even got to overtime. It was insane that they were even the ones one round away from winning from a 10-2 scoreline to MOUZ. Over in Khan, Fallen just dodges death. He's going to break this open and try to go in for more. That's a little overzealous there. The nade just goes slightly too deep, and he wasn't prepared for that.
I mean, the climb up into that corner was perfect as well from xertioN. Last place, Fallen's expecting to get a fight in. Oh, leg spotted both ways. Just trying to run. They'll hunt him down. Explosive A push now. xertioN on the extremities, a flank, with no steps being made, no knowledge from either player. It's all up to this A hit with KSCERATO in the sight.
Last few rounds, KSCERATO's looked better, but he needs to cook up something miraculous here. You don't know if the form's there. It hasn't been across the series, but he goes unaccounted for, goes unchecked. With chelo being the one to drop the bomb, they have got no idea about KSCERATO. He has got the round in the palm of his hand, and KSCERATO clamps down upon it. Jimmy's going to trade him out, sure, but is that going to be enough? Will that be enough to reclaim it from the danger man of KSCERATO? Plant coming in. Smoke on the bomb. They deal with Yuri's backstab. It's left to chelo. Since he's bought this AWP, he has looked good, but it's run dry. It's out of ammo. He's got to do this with the sidearm, with the pistol. There shouldn't be a chance, and he falls in to the two-man hold. MOUZ stagger back to their feet after being blindsided by KSCERATO.
Used to saying it in other games, but not in this one. Poor KSCERATO. He did everything. It felt like he did enough. He's not ready for that drop under Balk, which feels like a oversight, but everything else was beautiful. And xertioN, what a play to smoke his teammate. Not only guarantees the plant when he can cover the flank that wastes its potential, but then it allows the planter to move out of the sight, out of the realm of that AWP, and they get to just group for a 2v1. No chance for chelo.
Just search it by yourself or with Jimmy.
Here's been the big benefit for FURIA, right? They're going to get to don that double AWP again. A very expensive purchase, but one that they are fortunate enough to be able to fall back on. What with how clean the rounds they won were. 15 players alive across 3 rounds. That's everybody.
Quick
every
maths.
time. And we might get a head-to-head between Torshi and chelo as he holds a line in through the apartments. chelo there to greet him, but neither AWP budging yet. Instead, MOUZ look to take this lower control.
That's for later. For now is Jimpat in the connector. Oh, chelo, get... Oh, the scope,
Oh, he heard that.
Torshi right there. The flank is also in. I think xertioN got that spot. He's not giving it away, though. He wants to walk all the way in. Get that space, get that guaranteed frag, and it's on a plate. xertioN dropping another should seal the deal on this round. He does go swinging before the smoke. In KSCERATO, oh, he considered it, but the call has been made. Save. Surprising call. Felt like there's ample money.
If they save now, they can get the double AWP again. That's like the big, I guess that's the big justification here. And if they did go for it, there would still be some level of limitation of their next buy if they come up short. So playing the long game of FURIA. Hard thing about this is you never are aware till after the fact if this was actually the best chance you're going to get in one of these retakes.
Still pretty rough positionally, but felt like KSCERATO could have been the difference maker there. He knew he had room in market. Suddenly another kill goes his way. His team flank cat. It's an option, but Torshi very close to the AWP. chelo is not expecting the AWP to have pushed that far. It's a frightening round. One that MOUZ will make the most of. 12-8. And this is it. 4 chances to close it out, to go to the quarterfinals. At bare minimum.
Yeah, going on a face Liquid, who might have surprised us all with that win over G2 today, might be looking in really good form, but certainly not an invincible team, not a team you're even really aware of where the ceiling or floor lies in these sorts of environments, right? So
fantastic day one, taking down Heroic and G2. Great start. This might be their biggest test yet if MOUZ can close this now. Double AW. FURIA do fund it. Oh, they try to shoot the vent. They shoot Fallen in the head. Not ideal. MOUZ just want to go for a B pop. Is siuhy throwing a full fake on the A side?
They do. They're going to play into the hands of this second orb.
It's very hard position to flash, almost impossible.
Even though the util comes out, will FURIA take the bait? With 2 players set up in CT, they don't have to over-rotate this. They've got bodies in the right place. 2 over in ladder room. There's going to be support available for this B site. And KSCERATO was the unknown quantity, the one that they weren't prepared for. They flush him out, but there's that chelo orb. This is why they saved for it. This is why they felt like they had to bring it out, because chelo's impact has been monumental in these B holds. 2 kills from that AWP and a double AWP up in the retake here for FURIA. siuhy and Brollan left to try and walk this one over the line. A man down. Now it's just the captain having to fly solo. siuhy's got big boots to fill as Brollan falls out of the round. But as MOUZ look on, they believe in their captain. They believe he can do this. Smoke on that bomb. Tap for Fallen. Smoke blowing open, but it's not even needed. Art will cancel him out and goes a-running for that bomb. FURIA still have more to say and still have more to play for here. 3 in a row needed now to reach overtime.
Oh, that's so crazy close. If he doesn't re-swing, he doesn't know he's killed the diffuser. If he doesn't re-swing, they're out of position. He's still got the bomb in his favor. He can spam that smoke again, but fantastic shots over the lip of that box from Art. He's had a very quiet game, but he's kept it going.
Yeah, a very quiet map in a very loud series otherwise, right?
Yeah.
He's actually top of the charts for FURIA across the other 2 maps.
Damn.
So, somewhat an awkward time for him to go silent, but with a bit of a... Oh, Fallen dead!
Bruh.
Domed! Deleted by torsi from top middle! And he's doing it again!
Through the wall?
No vision.
No need.
No chances for FURIA. Never even the opportunity to reply when torsi's doing that. He has not seen an enemy yet, but he has teed up MOUZ for the victory. Here and now, front row seats to the torsi show. He's spamming everything, and it's all connecting. Barrel spotted, that one's free, and siuhy finished off. What a way to take it. There was no accounting for that, for torsi to just enter God mode, no vision needed. That AWP carries MOUZ into the playoffs. And with Liquid still to face, there's even a shot at the semis in there for MOUZ as well. Heartbreak for FURIA on the other side. After all the attempts.